Leo, easy boy. What's going on?
Everyone in the room was certain. The witnesses, the officers, even the evidence all pointed to the same man. But the German Shepherd quietly chose someone else. And that choice would change everything. The robbery happened in broad daylight at a convenience store. Customers were coming and going, and nothing about the moment felt unusual until it was already over. No alarms were triggered, and no clear faces appeared on the security footage, only confusion and hurried movement. Witnesses were quick to judge. One said,
It was him.
He looked nervous. He ran when the police arrived.
A young man stood handcuffed near the exit, his eyes wide and his breathing fast. His fingerprints partially matched the counter.
You are under arrest. Sir, I didn't do it, sir, please.
It was circumstantial but convincing. The room nodded in silent agreement, and the case already felt closed. That was when the K9 unit entered. The German Shepherd's name was Leo, and he moved with calm focus beside his handler. He had been trained for moments exactly like this, and nothing about the room seemed to distract him. His handler gave a simple command and walked Leo through the room, past the officers, past the witnesses, and past the suspect. Leo showed no reaction. Then he stopped. He simply turned his head toward a man sitting quietly in the back of the room. The man didn't appear nervous at all. He was middle-aged, neatly dressed, and sitting calmly, someone who hadn't been questioned twice and barely stood out. Leo didn't bark or growl. Instead, his body grew tense, his ears lowered, and his tail went still. It was a silent signal his handler recognized immediately. It meant stress and recognition. The handler gently tugged the leash and told Leo to move on. The dog obeyed, but after only 2 steps, he turned back. It happened again and again. Each time Leo subtly positioned himself between the officers and that quiet man, as if drawing an invisible line. Before we continue, have you ever trusted your instincts, even when everyone else told you that you were wrong? Yes or no? Let us know in the comments. Now, back to the story. Let's see what was really going on in that room. Officers exchanged uneasy glances. One officer suggested, "It's probably scent confusion. The witnesses are solid," another said. The handler hesitated. Leo had passed dozens of suspects before, and he had never behaved like this. When a short break was called, the officers stood up and stepped away. Leo didn't follow. He lay down beside the quiet man's chair and refused to move. That moment changed everything. Investigators returned to the evidence and slowed down. They noticed what had been overlooked earlier. The jacket linked to the crime had been borrowed and worn by more than one person that day. The fingerprint match was only partial and could easily have been transferred. The security footage revealed a blind spot near the storage door. Then someone finally asked the question no one had asked before. Why was that man even there? The quiet man worked nearby and had helped clean the store earlier that day. He had access and knew the layout. When he was questioned again, his calm began to slip. His story changed in small but noticeable ways. Leo stood up and took one slow step forward and barked at him continuously. Minutes later, the confession came. The room went silent. The witnesses had been wrong. The evidence had pointed in the wrong direction, and an innocent man had almost paid the price. All because humans believed what they expected to see. Leo finally relaxed as his mission was completed. Humans rely on sight and assumption, but dogs rely on truth. The German Shepherd hadn't chosen the wrong suspect. Humans had. Because truth has a scent, and Leo followed it.